Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we'll discuss about a topic negotiation. Um, Friend, this is a very important topic and today we'll see this topic with respect to project management actually. With reference to project management or PMBOK project management body of knowledge, we'll see this topic in the light of that. So friend, first of all I would like to tell you that friend, if you are a student and studying project management and business administration, and so these sorts of topic if you are studying, so please remember that you will definitely see this topic in the exam, especially if you talk about PMP or business administration, because friend, this is a very important topic with respect to exam point of view. Also friend, if you are a professional project manager or business manager, so again this is a very important skills that you should have to how to deal, how to negotiate with other people and how to convince the other person. So friend, let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. Negotiation. Friend, first of all we have to understand that why it is important to what is its important, why, what is the role of a negotiator in our life. See friend, here in our professional life or in general life as well, negotiation is very important. We have to deal in our professional life, especially professional life, however in our normal general life as well, we have to do negotiation with many people. Like for example, if you are a let's suppose that you are a project manager and you are implementing projects. So as a project manager you have to talk with many people, like technical managers, database administrators, customers. So negotiation is very important, that how to communicate with them, how to talk with them, how to convince with them. Here friend, very important concept of negotiation is that the negotiation is a method by which people settle the differences. Remember one thing, that it is a process by which compromise or agreement is reached while avoiding argument and dispute. For example, if you are implementing an e-commerce solution, as per your knowledge and as per your experience, you think that this type of project can be completed in 4 months. Okay, now the other person is saying that the technical lead is saying that this project should be completed in, let's suppose, 7 months. So the difference will came here, and what should we do? And in that situation we should have to put our reasons, and also we should have to listen the other people person's reasons as well. So remember friend, one thing, that negotiation is very important, and whenever differences are there, disagreements are there, we should have to communicate with them, we should have to talk with them, and by negotiation, by communication, we can reach to some compromise level, we can reach to some agreement level, friend. So friend, negotiation is a skill which you should have to develop, especially if you are a professional project manager working in any organization. So remember friend, one thing, that you have to face disagreements and differences at many levels. Like if you are implementing projects, many times it happens that customer is saying that he needs this thing on that particular time, and you know that as per the current workload this thing is not possible. So you have to negotiate with them, you have to talk with them, and based on that you can reach at some level and at some agreement. So friend, you must have to develop the skills of negotiation, and based on that, remember friend, one thing, that the negotiation skills will definitely help you in your professional career. So what is actually the negotiation? Negotiation is a method by which people settle their differences. It is a process by which compromise and agreement is reached while argument and dispute while avoiding the arguments and disputes. So whenever we have to settle the differences, we have to negotiate with them, and we have to find a win-win solution. Win-win solution means the solution which is possible, which is acceptable for both parties. Okay, not only for you, the other party should also be comfortable to accept the risk, accept the agreement. Now friend, what are the stages of negotiation? First of all friend, for example, there are many levels are there. For example, just take an example, like if there is territory between two countries, and any country, every country is saying that this territory belongs to their country. Okay, so at that level we have to, as a negotiator, you have to negotiate with other party. Okay, so just take an example, like what are the stages of negotiation in that particular case. First of all, the most important thing is the preparation. Preparation means that you should have the complete study, you should have the complete knowledge that what actually the problem, what is the actual case, and before going into the negotiation you should have the complete picture and knowledge about the case. Then the next one is the discussion. Discussion means that you have to sit with in front of the other person and talk with them. Just try to understand, just try to put your goals, your objective should be clear in your mind, and based on your objectives and goals and your preparation, you have to talk with the other person. The next one is that your goals should be clear. Friend, remember friend, one thing, that whenever we start the conversation, the goal, the end should be clear in your mind, that what actually you want to achieve from your negotiation and your conversation. Then the next one is the agreement. Agreement means friend that once the negotiation starts, arguments start, differences settle down, and after that you must have to reach to some agreement. Like for example, there are 10 agenda points which you want to convince the other person. So if you reach like 7 to 8% person points have been agreed by the other party, and 2 to 3 points you have to withdraw and you have to accept the other party as well. So basically you should have to find some win-win solution, and you have to reach some agreement level which is acceptable for both parties. Now friend, once the agreement reached, after several and multiple discussions, you have to find the implementation of a course of action, like what would be the next course of action, what would be the action item, what would you do after the conversation, what would you do the after the negotiation. So friend, first of all, remember friend, one thing, that the preparation is very important. Like you should have to study the case in depth, you should have the knowledge, detailed knowledge, what is the problem. Then you have to talk with the other person. The goal of conversation and discussion should be very clear in your mind, and you should have to find a win-win solution. Win-win solution means friend, that which is the solution which is acceptable for both parties, like for you and for the other party as well. Remember friend, one thing, that negotiation, if you start with a mind of negotiation that you just want to crush the other person and you just want to force your mind opinion on the other person, remember friend, one thing, that these types of negotiation or these types of conversation generally not successful. Always start the conversation with a firm mindset that to find some win-win solution. Win-win solution means the solution which is acceptable for both parties. Okay, and the other party should not feel that they are losing something. Now friend, the key points from this conversation is that first of all, negotiation is a strategic discussion that resolve an issue in a way that both parties find acceptable. Negotiations can take place between buyers and seller. Any, like for example, if you want to purchase a car and you went out on a showroom of a car. So see, whenever you are purchasing a car, you also negotiating the things. Okay, they are telling some price and you are also negotiating with them. So this is another example of negotiation as well. When negotiating there, be sure to justify your position, put yourself in the other party's shoes, keep your emotions in check, and know when to walk away. This is a very tricky point here friend. Whenever we are talking with the other person, whenever we are negotiating with other person, we should have to understand the situation of other person as well, what actually the other person's position. Your position should be clear, and you must have to understand the other person's position as well. The in the last very important point here, that if you feel that conversation is not moving forward and it is not moving towards the closure, so you should be able, you should have to be decisive that you should have to walk away. Walk away means that you should have to close the conversation, and or you should have to close the conversation and discuss it at some later stage. So friend, these are the key points related to negotiation you should have to clear in your mind whenever we are implementing projects, whenever we are making some deals, business deals, whenever we are making some contracts. So at multiple levels, multiple are the examples are there, we should have to consider, we should have to consider all these key points related to negotiation in our mind. So friend, thank you, thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side. I hope you like this video, and this video maybe could be helpful for your professional career, or maybe helpful for your student life as well. So thank you, thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side.